Man, we know the team's not doing that well right now, and it's not been the greatest of seasons, but man, it's Christmas, and we got fun stuff to talk about, and we got Falcons to talk about too, even though it's not that fun, but hey, we're diehards. We got a show to do. Let's do it, boys.
Yeah.
And welcome in, folks, to episode 151 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, an Atlanta Falcons fan cast. I'm your host, John, as always, joined by my co-host, Mr. Mike Cottrell, looking holiday fresh, man, just like all of us here.
And feeling merry, man. It's the week of Christmas. You got to feel good.
I love it, man. I love it. And as always, if y'all don't know, anybody new to the show may not know Fleek, but Fleek has been hanging with us since basically day one. He's been a guest host, I don't know how many times, just like basically the third host of the show for the most part, man. But it's been a minute since you've been on. I think it's been since, was it training camp, or have you been on since then?
I think it's training camp.
It was training camp.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, I think we did something like before week 1, maybe.
You see what I'm saying? Fleek is on the show so much, so often, it don't even mean nothing to him no more. You see how he's just like, I was on one of the times. One of the
thousands of times.
Yeah,
nah, like this is one of my favorite places to be, if not my favorite place to be, with y'all boys talking Falcons football. I appreciate it, man. I love the show and I love y'all. So it's always fun, even when we losing, to talk.
Even when we losing, let's get it.
Yeah, man. So
Christmas episode, let's get it, man.
I know, dude. I know. I'm in a great mood, man. I'm in a really good mood. Everybody should, even though, like I said, we know our team. It is what it is. Like, stage 9 acceptance is so important for everybody to understand. Once you get there, it's okay. Because then as soon as the offseason comes, you can hit stage 10 again and be out of your Falcon mind again, and then we're ready to rock. So it's all good. But look, we got plenty to talk about tonight, man. We got a big show planned. We got we're going to talk about, obviously, the switch at quarterback, which was the worst kept secret ever this week, and we talked about it the other day. We talked about Arthur Blank's comments that he made and people freaking out about that. We've got is there an argument or a case for Art to even keep his job depending on how the season goes? Talk about that. Of course, we're going to preview the Colts. I'll be honest, we're not going to dig deep into the Colts game because it just kind of is what I mean. Not that it doesn't matter, but it matters. But we have to win the game. Clearly, we know that. But we'll talk about kind of what their biggest threats are, what we got to do to win, and all that good stuff. We're going to cover it, but we do have, like I said, some fun Christmas stuff to get to in the show as well. And like I said, we're going to have some fun with it and do that because that's more fun to talk about, just to be honest. So y'all guys know, there'll probably, after this show, there'll be one more show that we'll do in 23, and it'll probably be, we haven't decided yet, but Mike, it'll be Wednesday or Thursday of next week, and we'll do either. We're going to recap the Colts game, and we're going to preview the Bears game, and we'll just do it all on one show. It'll be like our New Year's Eve type of special deal because the 31st, I believe, is that a Sunday? And New Year's Eve on a Sunday, yeah. And the first
back to back, Cash App us.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that's what it'll be. Yeah, that's what it'll be. But anyway, and I got to shout out VarietySports Network, man. They've had a great year, and thank those guys for having us and hosting us here on their network. As always, man, make sure you check them out. A lot of great shows, like I said before, man. Basketball, football, NBA, college, you name it, man. They've got a lot of good shows going on, so make sure you check them out. Any new listeners, man, any new viewers, welcome in. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Hope you stick around. If you're here, hit the like button for us, hit the subscribe button for us. Go tell a friend, man. Help this channel just keep growing like we've grown all year this year. And of course, I always forget to mention it, but we do have merchandise. That link will be in the description of this video if you want a hoodie, t-shirt, coffee mug, anything like that. We got it there. And we're still looking for hats. Still trying to find a good hat. Hats are expensive as hell, I found out. Holy smokes. Like just to buy like the stock version of the hat before even putting a logo on it. Like I was like, dude, it's insane. Like it's crazy. So we're trying to find something decent because I don't want to buy just like a cheap ass, anything to put on there. But anyway, we'll eventually get that up there. But that's where we're at. And if you want to email us, atlfalconfancast@gmail.com, and we love getting emails from you guys. So anytime you want to do that, man, feel free. And let's hit the chat before we get into it. Liam, what's up, buddy?
Liam, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Liam.
Billy Mills, Merry Christmas, buddy.
What's going on, man?
3G, happy holidays. Kerry, what up? Happy holidays.
What it is.
Mike and Fleek. I already know this episode is going to be amazing. This is going to be a good one. Y'all should stick around. I'm just saying, I know I say it's my own show, but it's going to be a good one. Just hit the like button on the video to show support to the channel. If you don't hit it now, you will hit it at some point. Trust me.
There you go.
Peppers,
Ghost, what's up, buddy?
Out of my Falcon mind.
Hey, much love back to you, dude. Appreciate you being here, man. MW, what's up?
Mike, that's my man. MW, what's good? Rise up.
Ashley,
what up?
What's happening?
Ashley in the building, quarter live. Liam said, are my eyes deceiving me, or is that Fleek? I was at 270 yards put on you, even though I lost. Even in the loss, he had this. Goodness gracious.
Listen, let me tell you something. I played my guy Liam in Madden. It was either last night or the night before last. And I played Liam in Madden after training camp during the summertime. I mean, he has made strides, okay?
Got better, right?
He's got
22. Shout out to Johnny Yates.
Yeah, no cap. Liam been watching film. He's been working.
No, he's been putting in. Trust me, he puts in a lot of work on it, man. We had to. Yeah, mine it lights up. It lights up, but I can't. It doesn't make any sense to show it, and I'm wearing Liam's earphones. So
I'm just kind of.
I got stockings on the mantle. The Falcons. You know how that goes. You see them stockings on the mantle, man. Merry Christmas.
Man. Appreciate that, man.
My favorite Falcons podcast. Of course, hey, he mine.
There you go.
That all the time.
Thank you.
Liam said he needs to be on more. I don't know that he could be on more. I think he would have to join the team. Literally, we have to change the logo if he was on anymore.
That's right. Terry, what's going on, buddy?
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
happy
man.
Holidays,
Back at you, brother.
Happy
Look
holidays.
at this guy.
Berto, happy holidays.
Berto, what up,
Berto.
man? Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Back
Christmas.
at you, man. Yes.
Actually said Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays, everybody. Hope everybody feeling
Jordan,
good.
what's happening, dude?
What's going on? Merry Christmas, buddy.
Another great host on VarietySports, man. Does a great job. And,
I'm not depressed anymore. You can't be talking my Christmas, man.
Yeah, you can't be. No, yeah. What's going on, Tyreek?
What's up, brother? Talk to blank comments, so ain't no way.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, man. I think a lot of that got overblown.
We'll talk about it all.
Yeah, man.
We will. Let's go.
We will, buddy. We can add something to it, I guess. That's as far as the Falcons go. Jones Bone, what's up, man?
Jones said, what up? Merry Christmas, buddy.
All right, man. So if y'all are on TikTok, if you are, you have to follow us, number one. And just for the sole purpose of seeing Mike's Elf on the Shelf, which has been our most successful TikTok to date. And it's not even close. I mean, was it 15,000, 16,000 views now?
15,000 at this point, yeah.
Yeah, and like 500 likes. It's hilarious. And just tease it, Mike. Just tease it. Just a little tease.
Number one, I'll say this. A lot of stuff I think of, I wouldn't dare put on YouTube, or I don't is too long for Twitter. I hate Instagram with a passion. No offense if you're on Instagram. So the only place I can put it is on TikTok. So if you're not subscribed to TikTok, you be missing some funny shit. All right. It's hard to make me laugh, and I laugh at it. So what I did was, just being silly, was I got my Elf on the Shelf from the hood. So when I caught him, every time I catch him, he doing hood things. It's silly. It's just silly. I'm gonna tell you why I absolutely love y'all. I think I say this on every special episode, but the main reason I love y'all is I feel like y'all allow me to push the limit, like push the line without telling on me. Like y'all never flag my videos or comment on. I appreciate that so much. Like y'all really allow me to go to the limit with certain stuff, and that's what the Out of Your Falcon Mind is kind of really about. And y'all allow me to go right up to the limit, and I be responsible with it. I don't ever feel like I go over it, but y'all allow me to dance on that one. So I love y'all for that, and y'all always support me when I do that, and that seemed to be what y'all like that. So I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. Merry Christmas. And that was a great Christmas gift. That was, if you added up all our content, I don't think it was that 15,000 for one video was something else.
Dude, there's
and for all the comments are the same, and that's the biggest thing is just laughing faces. So that's
there's several folks that want part 2.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so everybody's. I'm just so grateful for that, man. That's if I could be silly and y'all like it, that's so dope to me.
Yeah, man. Jamal, what's happening, dude?
Jamal, what up? Merry Christmas, buddy.
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
Merry Christmas. Hopefully, what's going on, dude? Good to see you guys, man.
And I've passed 400 people, followers on TikTok. And remember, I started the year with like 45. Man,
yeah.
Dog. So that's thank you so much. But if y'all, I want to say that TikTok does have exclusive stuff. So if y'all not subscribed to TikTok, you are missing certain things. I wouldn't dare post on other platforms just for the reasons I've just said.
Yeah, we gotta stay monetized and stay on YouTube. Can't get kicked off. So,
True.
Side note,
go up to the line.
Hey, this has nothing to do with anything, but I just happened to see this on Twitter. Have y'all seen the T-Pain live stuff?
Beautiful,
dude.
Beautiful singing, man.
Man, I don't watch
that.
What's happening?
Dude. I mean, T-Pain he's just known for like the auto tune, and stuff like that. That dude can straight up sing.
Oh, I've heard him sing live before. He can really sing. Yeah.
Dude, he was singing Tennessee Whiskey.
Man.
Dude, it was like chills. I mean, just ridiculous voice.
If you ever hear him sing "Buy You a Drink" live, it's the dopest. When he's doing live, like it's.
Yeah, man, it was impressive as hell. Also, go Rams! They're playing the freaking Saints tonight,
so
we need the Rams to win to start with that at least. But all right, so Jamal said all I want for Christmas is a good plate of food and a fired head coach. I don't ask for a lot, Lord. All right, so let's start with like I said, the quarterback news. It was official that Art was going to go back to Taylor he says for the rest of the last 3 games. But to me, like, why would you even just say he's going to start this week and we'll just see how it goes? Because I mean, we all know like they could change just like it changed. The plan was to start rid of the rest of the season. That obviously changed. So I don't know that there's a point really of just saying he's going to be the guy the rest of the season, but that's fine. And again, it was the worst. I mean, when we talked on the previous show, I was like, he literally said at the press conference, like, I'm not going to say anybody's career's over, but I'm like, dude, like, I was texting Mike. I was like, man, he's terrible at this. Like, his kids probably know what they're getting for Christmas already. I mean, like, you think you're muted, buddy. But
John had me dying laughing. He said, he bet his kids already know what they're getting for Christmas. I mean, now that was poor coaching. Again, poor coaching.
But it was funny because Mike had sitting back. He was like, "Man, what'd you say?" He was like, "I'm not saying it's a PlayStation, but it's a station that you can play on or some shit."
No, I said, I'm not saying you got a PlayStation, but a station will be played. He gonna say some shit like, "Come on, dog, you're giving it right away," but that's just again, that's another aspect of poor coaching. But poor coaching all the time.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a coat, but you will be warm when it's colder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's kind
telling.
of it. It's
so
really
telling.
Yeah. But like I said, Taylor's going to be the starter. And if y'all, I mean, there's a lot of folks that are super happy about it, and that's fine if you are. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, and it doesn't matter. Mike's a huge supporter of Taylor, but he saw the 2 games just like we all did, and they weren't any better. So it's just kind of like, all right. I mean, I get, you just hope that he doesn't turn the ball over as much, I guess, and gives you a bit of a hope that can keep the offense on the field longer. But what was your reaction, buddy? I mean,
dog, I'm gonna be honest. I have no football reaction to it. I think that I said on the show, you could show me any NFL team, and I mean anyone. You could go back all the years when they switch to the backup quarterback and then switch back. The team is in flames at that point. The house is burning down. Now, when they switch back, the house has been burned down, rebuilt, and burned down again. Like that's a dumpster fire. But so I have no personal reaction to it. It's just nonsense. Again, to me, it's poor coaching. Like it's just poor coaching. Again, it's another aspect of poor coaching. But the only reaction I have to it is, dog, I love Desmond Ridder as a person. I feel like he's gonna be completely damaged after this. I know he headstrong and all that, but I'm talking about for you to struggle like this, you've had poor performance, and now this back and forth, like, is nonsense to me. But I'm so excited for Taylor because again, I want him. Now you prove it. I feel like, dog. All right, I want you to prove it, Desmond. All right, come on, Taylor, because that's my man. That's one of my favorite players in the NFL. So come on, Taylor. Then he improve it. Then I'm right back to, all right, Desmond. Now I hope you learn from sitting on the bench. You prove it. And then when he don't, I'm right back to, all right, Taylor, this your second go. Now you want to be in the league, like you want to start somewhere. You want to now from you getting sat down. Are you ready to perform? I'm rooting for both of the guys, but I have no faith in the coach. This is chaos. This is nonsense. When you go back and forth, dog, like, no. That's poor coaching. And it's really not. It looked like bloopers and follies. He need to get fired.
Musical chairs, one might say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Fleek, what was your reaction to it, buddy? I mean, I know you probably weren't really shocked by it.
Nah, I wasn't shocked by it. I mean, after I saw that play Sunday.
We saw that together?
Yeah, we did. And the entire room was like,
You're kidding me.
Everybody was like, there's no way. I just put my head down. And I immediately thought, he has to get benched, right? I thought that, but then I'm like, there's 3 games left. Like, this is the guy you're evaluating, I guess. Are you done yet? Like, what? But to me, with Taylor starting, I mean, that's Arthur Smith saying, we're done. Like, we see it. We understand what he is for now. And in my mind, he should know what he wants to do just in case he's still here. But like Mike, I don't really believe in him at this point, to be quite honest with you. And it's not that I don't like the culture he's built, because I think he's built a strong culture as far as locker room goes and as far as bringing the right people in, like as far as, being I don't want to use that brotherhood term, but like being a brotherhood and wanting to win and fight for each other. I feel like this team really is close, and I feel like they really go out there and play for one another. But the coaching is just, it has to be the coaching. Like, everything is off. Everything. And it's like, Mina Kimes said something on her podcast where it's like, if you really think about it, most of, if not all of our free agent signings have hit, kind of. Like, besides trading for Van Jefferson and stuff like that. But on the defensive side, most of it is kind of hit. And there's nothing to show for it. What is that?
Yeah, it was our defensive unit and our offensive units are completely different as far as their success, their just everything about it. I mean, it seems like the offense is just wound so tight like a damn a rubber band. They can't, it just seems off. It seemed off for a long time, but it just can't. Yeah, I mean, and it's like I tweeted earlier this week. It's like, man, remember in the preseason, we're all like, man, what are they going to do with all these weapons, man? Like, who's going to be able to defend this? We don't need a wide receiver 2. We got Bijan can line up in the wide receiver 2. Pitts can line up a wide receiver 2. And we were thinking, like, we got all these, like, there's no way. And he hadn't figured it out. He can't use it.
I thought that we would score close to 30 points a game.
We all did.
I'm not going to lie to you. I really believe that. We're averaging, 18?
18, man.
Bro, I promise you this. If y'all notice, how I always compare things, I've not made a comparison to the offense because I'm thinking I really can't think of one. And I thought of one just now live on air. I swear to God, this is the perfect one. This is the closest thing to it. Like, for me, and I hate to even use this example to be harsh or coarse or whatever, but it's like, for me, it's like a girl with a big ass that can't dance. That's the closest thing I can say. I'm not even being funny. It's so frustrating. It's like, why do you have it then? What's the point? It's so it's like You can't learn to use that in no way. That's
no
just
fashion.
A complete way. It's the same thing. It's the same feeling. The
Every
frustration
time.
with it. I was thinking of what do that feel like? That's the exact same feeling. It's
You will
because it's
not
like
look.
it's so wild of a thing that it's so much and you can't use it. So it's like you can't use it at all. You can't use it in any functional way. No.
You will
just,
not. You will not get that analogy on any other podcast or
Oh,
ESPN.
no. Especially not sports talk. No,
go me. I finally thought of it. Okay, I've been waiting to. Okay.
Oh man, Milo, what's going on, man? Merry Christmas, dude.
Before we move on right quick, I do just want to really emphasize how disappointed I am for this to be year 3 of Arthur Smith's system and for it to be going this way. That's why I'm so on the side of if Arthur Blank decides to get rid of him after the season, I'm right behind you. I'm fine. Now, if he's back, I'm not saying I'm furious, but I just don't believe. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's gonna have to prove something to me now because I don't believe in him anymore. For him to be this offensive mind that he was supposed to be. And first 2 years, I gave him a pass personally because he didn't have the money. He didn't have things that he didn't have the weapons, but he built weapons. He drafted 3 first-round offensive weapons, and he went into free agency and got even more things to help his team overall. I just expected this year 3 to be a culmination in perfect timing for him. And he chose to rock with Dez. And whatever you want to say, whether it's more on Arthur, whether it's more on Dez, the combination and the marriage has been toxic and terrible. And he chose that. So it all is his fault in the bigger picture. So that's how I feel.
Yeah. And on switching to Taylor, I mean, he's essentially trying his best to show Arthur Blank and Terry Fontenot that my offense can work without, and this is, look, and like I said, Taylor, when he performed, it was not good. So like we're basically, he's hoping that Taylor's going to do the opposite of what he did in those 2 games. He's going to try to like bottle up what he did in the second half against the Titans, which was good, which is basically what got him those next 2 starts. But that's what he's hoping on. He's hoping that Taylor can somehow bottle lightning right here and figure out like these last 3 games and show that the offense can work. And that's it. And that's the only chance he has of really saving his job.
Man, I have to say one thing, and I hate to be the relentless optimist here, but please, everybody hear me out. The reason he is my favorite player is he is very capable of doing that.
Capable, yeah. He's done it before.
And I'm not saying it's probable. I'm saying he is very capable of doing it. He can show you, he can do that. He can do that. So
I think he can go on a 3-game run.
That is his thing. That's kind of his thing. If he catch fire, he gonna catch fire. But he will do that Desmond too. If he catch Desmond, he'll catch Desmond. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I got a verb. He a verb now. But if he catch Desmond, he catch Desmond. But he can also catch fire. And Taylor can take us. I'm telling you. And I just want him the same way Frank Darby. Man, when y'all get repeated chances, I just be rooting for that person. Like, come on, dog. I hope you get it together and prove to the NFL that you could be more than that.
And what was strange, why he didn't succeed those couple of games, it was weird. It was, because I did those 22s, and it was like he just wasn't seeing or throwing the open guy. Like he would see it and still would throw. Like he was a gunshot, which has not been his MO his entire career. Like we'll just let that thing go. And maybe he was, I don't know.
What did that make you question though, John? Like when you saw that, and Heineke, everybody knows how much of a gunslinger mindset Heineke has because he never has anything to lose when he's playing.
Yeah.
So what? And you see Desmond has the same problem. Now that's something that may be his issue after when he came out. I don't know. But why do you think Heineke was playing like that?
Other than, I don't know, man. Other than he was maybe in his head just trying not to turn the ball over, knowing that's what the issue has been. Maybe trying to just play it safe. I don't know. But like some of it not seeing the field, I don't know. Because I mean, like Art gets a lot of flack, deservedly so, for a lot of we talked about it till we're blue in the face about some of the route combinations, some of the you guys in the same spot. All we've talked about it all year long, and that's true. But every 22 that I've done, whether it's Taylor or Desmond, every single week there are open plays that are being missed by the quarterback, and it's that would change the course of the game. I mean, like there's every week. So like as bad as some of Art's stuff has been, and there was a statistic that came out today I forgot what analytic it was. Essentially, it said Art was the worst play caller by this analytic group in the league, and it wasn't even by. I mean, it was double the next closest guy. Like, it was that bad.
Yeah.
And I haven't, like I said, normally when I do the 22s, like, I'll go in like pretty pissed off at Art, and I come out going, man, that wasn't that bad. Like, there was some questionable ones, but it wasn't that bad. Now, this last Panthers one was pretty bad. Like, that was probably the worst one I could say that I've done. That was definitely Art had a bad one, and of course the quarterback didn't have good either.
In a must-win situation, though, that type of stuff matters to me. Like, why is your worst game in the game that you need the most? Why do you? I mean, you haven't been showing up all year, but why in this particular situation against a 1-12 team, your division rival, who you really own historically? Why? What makes you go into that place? And he even said on the radio they were playing the weather. So I guess that was basically him saying, hey, we weren't about to go out here and try to give our all as much, because we weren't going to try to stretch the field because it's wet. We weren't going to try to, and you know how Desmond is. We saw him drop the ball a few times, but like, and even Bijan fumbled. So I get it. You want to play safe, but this is also a game you gotta have. Like, it's just what it is. Those are the cards you're dealt. And if Arthur Smith can't come up with anything better than that to help his team win, I just don't see him being a sufficient coach, because we're wasting talent away continuously.
Yeah, and I mean, I did. If you haven't seen it, I did drop the 22 from the Panthers game last night. It was late last night, but it was about 15, 16 plays, one defensive play. I just had to shout out Zach Harrison for getting his first career sack, but the rest was the offense. And there was two reasons I didn't do the regular amount of plays. Number one, it would have been the same thing over and over and over again, and nobody wants to see that. It was just this, that didn't work. But it just showed. I mean, like, the missing the three guys on the offensive line definitely hurt, man. Missing Dahlman, missing Lindstrom, and McGarry, like, that wasn't. We ran to the right like 4 times the entire game, and that's not something we typically do. We normally pound the right side, and we ran to the left a lot. That didn't work. Up the middle, really didn't work. Tyler was doing pretty decent, but there was just, like I said, the decisions that he had, man, the 4th and 2 decision, the 3rd and 2 decision, running on 3rd and 8, running on 3rd and 11, just like you're kind of just giving up and just saying, we'll just play the field position and hope it works out and we win the game. I mean, that's just shit, man. Like, that's, and like you said, Fleek, in the game, you got to have, and then, I went through the interception and at as much detail as I could at the end of it. So y'all just go check that out if you want. It's only 30 minutes. It's not long, but it's, I had some fun. I put the regular edits into it so we could have some fun with it, even though as bad as it was. But y'all,
man. And I just want to add on to that. Here's what I be trying to get people to see about his coaching. Because I feel like they just view it as one thing. But my point is, if there was a report card with like different subjects on it, what I'm saying is he fails he fails everything. He's bad at everything. And like if you was to spread out the different aspects of being a head coach, he's bad at everything except culture. You know that kid that failed everything but gym.
Yeah, everything but gym. Damn.
That's him in the NFL. He is bad at every aspect. He bad at press conferences. He bad when the pressure on. He bad at play calling. He bad at using his weapons. He bad at situational offenses. He bad at taking advantage when people injured from the other team. Like, he bad at making a decision and sticking to it.
Did y'all see?
He's bad at he bad at mustaches.
Everything.
Oh man, he's got a pretty good mustache.
Everything.
He's pretty good
He's not good at anything but culture. He's probably just a tough dude that instills in the team to be tough. We can get another tough dude. You good at one thing. Get out of the building.
We can get another tough dude.
Did y'all see the clip from Mike McDaniel talking to the Dolphins after the loss? So I watched. It's on Hard Knocks if you've been watching that or not. But it's Mike. You love it, dude. I mean, like he goes in front of his team at a team meeting and was like, "We lost the game for 15 different reasons." He's like, and I got my hand deep in that. He's like, I call some trash ass plays. He's like, this right here is terrible. Like. And to be fair to Arthur, we don't see those meetings, so maybe he does say stuff like that in behind with his players. I don't know. Definitely doesn't even remotely say that in the press conferences, other than like he said a few times, "I know I'm not perfect" or whatever. But that was just awesome to see, man. Like you can see why guys want to play for Mike Daniel.
The one thing that got me, see how I'm easily sold, was the beer thing. I saw the beer thing. I jumped through the roof. I never seen that.
Yeah.
So I jumped through the roof, and I probably should have been patient.
But the players like him, like it's been said before. He's not. They do like him. They So let's say something. But we'll move on to the next thing. And Jamal's got it here. Yo, did y'all hear Arthur Blank's press conference? Though it was never a requirement to make the playoffs. Like what? I'm bought ready to fold somebody. All right. So I think
I'm ready to fold somebody.
I think I can talk you off the ledge here. All right. So yeah. So he was talking to GPTV, and I think Jeff Ellinger did the interview. And he asked him if he was going to be the coach next year, and he was like, "Well, he said he has our full. We're committed to Arthur, which he's not. That's what he's going to say. That's what he has to say. He's not going to say like, well, this motherfucker's on thin ice right now, but we'll see what's going to happen these last couple of games. Like he's not going to say that. No owner is going to say that. So he's going to say, yeah, I'm committed to him. But he said we're going to let the season play out. And he said making the playoffs really wasn't a requirement. The requirement was to be a competitive, winning team. So I get that because, now that was preseason. That was before we knew this division was going to be complete ass. We thought it was going to be not good, but like this bad. We didn't know that. So you can have a winning season and still miss the playoffs. I mean, you can go. I mean, and that's if we would have went 10-7, and the Saints happened to go 11-5, or the Bucks 11-5, whatever. No, I don't think we'd be that upset. Depending on how those games went, because that would be an improvement, a big improvement on the previous game. On previous season, right? So that part I get. So I wasn't too worried about like now that we're in the season, the playoffs comment seems crazy because it's like, well, of course, why would you want to make the playoffs in this shitty division? Well, we didn't know it'd be that bad, but I just didn't take it that way. And then like there's some folks on Twitter going as far as like he doesn't even care about winning. He just wants the seats to be filled. How do you expect those seats to be filled? Not if we're not winning. I mean, like nobody, y'all, how long y'all been in this town? Y'all know if we're not winning, those seats don't get filled up, except for maybe the Saints. So they have to be a winner to get people in the building. If that's what your argument is, that's all he cares about is money and filling up the stadium. Well, you have to have a winner to do that. At least here you do. So, I mean, I didn't take it all that. It's just the owner saying what he's got to say at this point in the season. We'll see what. Like I said, I will be shocked if we happen to lose these last three. And dude's still here, and hell, even one, like we said before, like before the last game, I said 2-2 for me is not really good enough. Like because this just it compounds everything else. Now you've changed the quarterback again, and it just looks desperate. And so that's what I took from it. Fleek, what did you? Anything different?
No, not really. Like when he made the comments about being committed to Arthur, I figured. That's just owner speak, like he and Arthur Blank seems to be an overall good guy. So he's not just going to come out and just, bad talk Arthur Smith like to the public. But what I did get from it was that Arthur Smith probably is coaching for his job. And I don't know in Arthur Blank's mind what the criteria is. Like, I don't know if he has a number in his mind and says, okay, if we only get one out of these last three, like, I can't do it. Or if it depends how the game goes, like if we're in a hard-fought game with Indy and lose like 32-35 or something, is that a knock against Art because he scored so much? Or is that like, well, you still found a way to lose? Like, I don't know what that is like in Arthur Blank's mind, because he seems to really like Arthur Smith. So, I don't know. I just hope that Arthur Blank doesn't get duped into doing that Dan Quinn thing again, where it's like we waited a year too late. I would rather be a year early on somebody than a year late, like Bill Belichick usually used to be. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like he made any statement that changes how I felt on if Arthur will be gone or not, though. I still don't know.
Yeah, Mike.
No, y'all gotta realize that if he don't say that, if he says the only thing you would take is if he said the opposite, like, yeah, it was a requirement. So then everybody would be saying, okay,
oh, he's fired then.
Now he fired then. So that's how he couldn't say that. And then two, man, even if the coach catch fire and we went out and we make the playoffs, anything of the Super Bowl, he's proved so incompetent. Anything of the Super Bowl is just luck, like, or streak. Like, I still would never be like, you're coaching. No, You've proved so incompetent by this point. If we went out and we just go to wild card, even if we win a game, I'd be like, what a team got hot at the end, but you got to go. Like, that's how bad you are. You've proved bad at everything. And the quarterback you picked have proven bad at most things, both of them. So your whole thing stink. You don't get your locker together. Sir, don't cause a scene. Sir, please come. Sir, please don't. Hand us your playbook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And we love to do for the culture he instilled, but that's not enough to be a head coach of the Atlanta Falcons of this level of talent.
Yeah, no, it's right. And I mean, I'm not gonna say it, I'm not gonna overanalyze it because it just kind of is what it is. I gotta believe that the results are going to be important to him. And his biggest mistake was the quarterback, was picking the wrong quarterback. You know, I think he sold all of us on the fact that, look, I've got the team built up around this guy. You know, we believe in what he can be. We can help coach him up, you know, and we got a good offensive line. We got a good running game, which again took a step back this year, which nobody saw coming, but it did. The offense then that's hurt. The offensive line not being exactly what they were last year has been a fact all year long. But that was what he kind of sold everybody on. So he's got to go to, if he's going to talk to Arthur Blank, that's what he has to say is that, look, I admit it. I fucked up. I picked the wrong quarterback. But I know what I need now. This is the quarterback I need, whether it's a veteran or whether we trade up and get whoever in the draft. Like, this is what I need. That's the only thing he can say, because that's what else you got? Because, I mean, you've got, unfortunately, a season to show that the offense didn't work. It was dysfunctional. You've got all these high draft pieces that were barely utilized the way they should have been, you know? So it's just, I don't know what else you can say as a head coach. It's just, I messed up with the quarterback.
He can't even say that until Taylor do good.
Right.
Because if Taylor don't go, then the owner could say, dog, you missed on both of them.
Yeah,
so you missed both times. No. So you can't even pick a quarterback. So no, you can't miss both times and be like, give me a third.
Oh, well, that's the thing. He already had a third. I mean, he brought in Mariota.
So you missed 3 times. No way.
My thing
and
is,
that's like wishing for more wishes. The one rule of the genie is you can't wish for more wishes.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. You can't do that.
All right. Well, look, we got another special guest we got to bring in. All right. So let's go ahead and bring this guy in. He has been a supporter of ours for a long time. The man took us to London with him. NW, the franchise player, buddy, what's happening, dude?
What's going on? How y'all doing? What's good, Fleek?
What's going on?
Michael Ward in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all living?
Man, it's good to have you, dog.
Man, happy to be here, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
So listen, so first of all, like, let me tell you why this man is on the show, okay? Let me tell you why we got him on the show. Because just like my man Millette that y'all see in the chat right now, he took us somewhere, okay? Man, I have never left this country, okay? I hope I do. I hope I leave it one day. But I've never left the country so far, okay? So I found our creation out of the country one day. And it was my man, Michael Ward. He took us to London, okay? Not only did he go to London, okay? That was exceptionally dope to support the team somewhere else. That had to be a great experience. But to take the shirt, to take the logo, to take the podcast to London, dog, that be meaning the absolute world to us, that support like that. And he got a few shirts. He helped us make the video for Veterans Day. I really appreciate that. That was so dope. Him and his wife in the military. So shout out to y'all. So let's do that.
Thank you for your service.
And
yeah, man.
Dog, and he got a few of the shirts, dog. He supported us from day one, and he took us to London. So I felt like, you know, if anybody was going to be the second inductee, okay, in the Out of Your Falcon Mind Hall of Fame, then I feel like it had to be my man Michael Ward for those very reasons. It's good to have you, buddy. Welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome to the club.
You made it. Mama, I made it.
Grateful, man. Very grateful for you, dog. And I really do mean that from the bottom. We are
absolutely
appreciative for your support of this show. Like, real talk. You took us to London, dog. It was like the Vince Carter slam dunk contest, man. It was something to remember, man. I never forget it. Thank you, man.
Hey, no problem. I'm just trying to return the energy, man, because like y'all be putting on the same way y'all get me through day to day. You know, that's my way of saying thank you. You know, for for all the stuff that y'all do, putting on great content on a regular basis. So appreciate y'all for that.
We greatly appreciate it, man.
Dude, we love it, dude. It's fun for us, man. We love it. So we'll go ahead, man. You obviously got to join the conversation now. So, is there any? And we'll start with you, MW. Is there anything Art can do for you for him to come back next year? So he runs the table 3-0. We win a playoff game. Are you cool with him coming back next year, or are you just kind of like, nah, at this point, it's just not gonna work?
I'll be honest. The only thing Art can do at this point is get his stuff and get up out of here. The only way I say he stays is if he brings in a legit offensive coordinator. Like if he humbles himself, which I doubt he'll do, if he humbles himself enough to finally be like, hey, look, being a head coach and calling these plays is too much. Let me bring in somebody that can lighten this load for me. Then I'll be like, you know what? Okay, one more year. But if you mess this up, then you out of here. But honestly, I seriously doubt he'll do that. So yeah, I think it's time. So I'm gonna pull a mic on y'all right quick. Arthur Smith is like that one chick that you get, and she teaches you how to take them to restaurants and pull the chair out for them and all that stuff, open the door for them as they get in. But it gets to a certain point where you've taught me all that you're going to teach me. Like at this point, you're not going to be the one I marry. You're not going to be the one I cuff. But you've taught me enough gems where I can be like, all right, now I can pull a baddie. Now I can, level up. So
I like
that. We're not going to do much better. We're not going to have playoff success with Arthur Smith at the helm. So the most he can do is give us a 6-11 or 7-10 season. The best he might be able to do is maybe 8-9, but I doubt he gets us any further than that.
Now, I gotta ask you, why do you think that is? What do you think is his most prevalent limitation? Like, what is the main problem with that coach?
Oh, he's like a dictator, man. Like he's too hands-on. He's too hands-on with the offense. And right now, his offense doesn't even align with this personnel. Like, if he actually had an offense that was tailor-made for the personnel that he has, then all right, maybe he could do it. If he was pulling a Kyle Shanahan, if y'all really think about it, the 49ers are literally a different variation of the Falcons. They got a tight end that can get you yards. They got their number one wide receiver is just like Cordell Patterson.
Yep.
Brandon Ayuk is just like Drake London. There's CMC is just like Bijan Robinson. So, and on top of that, we got TA1K. We got Tyler Algier who can run through people's faces. So if you really look at their offense and see how they're running it, and even in the Lions, like the Lions have a similar construct to how we do it, but how is it all these other teams are doing so much better than us? It's because one, the coaches actually have the ability to be head coaches and call plays, but two, even if they're not, they know how to divide and conquer. And Arthur Smith hasn't mastered the art of delegation just yet. He's too hands-on.
Good point.
I like that.
That's why we get MW on the show, man.
Yeah, W takes.
Sports all at me, man. 1 million. It's starting at. I'm starting at 1 million.
There you go.
Jamal said you could have said you had Arthur Smith back and said nothing about the playoffs, saying that at this point under these circumstances. I don't think nobody believed that. It's just he just professional.
No, yeah, and I get the sentiment. Trust me, I understand it. He
can't go up there and say, "Come on, y'all."
Yeah, and I don't think folks. I don't think you should take it too seriously because, like I said, he's going to have to, depending on how this transpires. Like, if we go 1-2, like I said before in the show, like what are you going to sell the fan base on? Like, he just, you know what, he picked the wrong quarterback, but we trust him this time. He's going to get it right on the fifth guy. The fifth guy, he's got it. And I mean, like, I don't know.
The teenager that keep crashing the car, you don't keep buying cars, and he don't get another car. He get a car, no, he get a lift. He get a lift his ass out of here. We get him a lift to leave the facility, but he don't get another car. No way. Yeah, he's crashed everything. You had Matt Ryan, you crashed. You got Kyle Pitts, you crashed. You crashed Drake London. Like, dog, you drove nothing to success. He's not driven one thing off into the sun. He done fucked Bijan up. You remember how he started? We all thought it's gonna be a groundbreaking season, and then he done misused that. You misused Kyle Pitts. You misused Drake London. You really misused Desmond Ridder, to be honest, to be fair. And you misused Taylor. You misused everything. Like, he probably walk his car and drive his shoes.
Fleek, what about you, dude? Man. Fleek, what about you, man? Anything he can do, or are you just out no matter what?
Like, hearing all y'all talk the whole time, I kept going back and forth in my mind. Because at first I wanted to say, if he got this team to like the NFC Championship game or something, then I would still be skeptical. But I could understand Arthur bringing him back and selling, like, look, this man, I know how it started, but it ain't about that. It's how you finish. And we was one game away from the Super Bowl. Like, come on, he can sell that. But anything below that, he can't sell to the fan base, in my opinion. But me personally, he's gone regardless. And let me tell you why. From the very beginning, he's fumbled everything. I could argue, and I understand Justin Fields is not the greatest quarterback, but I could argue that if he took Justin Fields in that season and sat behind Matt Ryan for a year or so, or however they would have did that, I feel like he'd be in a much better situation right now. He pigeonholed himself into a situation where he had to bank on a third-round quarterback that I believed in. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't believe in Ridder, because I did. But the fact that he failed is kind of also on him. And Terry Fontenot had his hand in that stuff as well. But if a coach is coming to his GM and saying, hey, look, man, we can allocate all of this to that because this right here, I can make this work. Don't think that Terry was just looking at Arthur like, hey, man, like, I don't know. Like, we need a running back. So, like, if you want a quarterback here, you can't get it. That's not how that works. If Arthur Smith really wanted to pull the trigger on a quarterback or something, he could say, hey, man, look, listen, first thing I need is a QB. Simple. First thing I need. He hasn't done that. They did everything else but that. So, all in all, and like you said, Arthur Smith has not tailored this offense properly to his weapons that he drafted, that he signed. Like, and it's so weird because his whole thing coming out of Tennessee was he's adaptable. He ran so much because he had Derrick Henry. Like, whatever you give him, he's gonna work on it and he's gonna make it work. He's gonna make this offense prolific. And I believed it. But he drafted all these unicorns, and this don't look like a fairy tale land to me. Like, this is the most basic offense in the NFL, you know? And to see our offense sputter the way it has just this season, to me, it's fireable. I think we were better last year offensively, a lot better, actually.
Here's why it's fireable. If y'all see this movie, it's one of my favorite movies. It's called The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It's all these unique creatures on the same team. And I feel like, dog, that's what we are. Those players we got are so talented, so unique. To misuse them is criminal. It's fireable. That's what I'm saying. To misuse them. If he was the coach at Cleveland, maybe I don't feel this way. But to misuse them for 2 seasons in a row, for real 3, I can't. No, that is a fireable offense. You cannot use these. No.
Yeah. I mean, barring any type of just miraculous thing happening in these last 3 games, like literally Taylor, like I said, being that guy and really showing.
Let's go, Tate.
And really showing that like Art's offense can work with elevated QB play. That's the only thing that could possibly happen. That for me, at least, I know all you guys too, to even like hint, him coming back with a better quarterback. But like you said, Mike, I mean, and like we all talked about, like he sold us on the fact that the team's built up around a quarterback. We can coach this guy up, and no one's a long shot because and Mike, we did the quarterback show. We've talked about it. There's a very small percentage of third and later round picks at the quarterback position that make it. There's very few Jack Prescotts and Russell Wilsons and Brock Purdy's and whatever. There's a lot more that don't make it. So, it's a 9% chance. That's literally what the number was. So it's like there's a long shot.
That's his number too.
That's the irony, right? Man, damn, that's true. But that's just the facts. Like, so it was a long shot to begin with, but that's what you sold on, and that's what you failed at. So that's all on you, buddy. So like that, now obviously you see that your offense just can't be ran just by any quarterback. It's got to be a little bit better. And even Caleb McGarry said before that this offense is super complicated. There's very little room for error. How does that help? How does that help?
It'll never help a young guy for sure. It'll never help a young guy, and that's another reason. Do I even trust him to bring in a Jaden Daniels?
No,
exactly.
Who is a great
you don't
prospect,
buy him another car. You can buy him a nicer car. Nah.
And my thing
if the car's nicer, then he won't crash it. Come on, y'all.
Right.
Come on now.
Come on, y'all.
And I'm so glad that Kyle Shanahan was brought up as well in the 49ers. Because what is the first thing that people say about the 49ers offense? Man, any quarterback could step in and run that offense. And then you bring up the fact that they're built a lot like the Falcons. So like you can't tell me it can't be done. I see it being done. But Arthur Smith just can't seem to do it. So, it's a harsh league. What they say, NFL, not for long. 3 years like this, you're out.
Yeah. I'm going to see you, buddy. Merry Christmas, dude.
Uncle Steve, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Uncle Steve.
Merry Christmas, guys. I'm looking for an early present with the Colts win Sunday, and we will get it, buddy. I'll be there in the bench supporting my team. That's my man.
Nice.
Despite all the drama. Let's go, Falcons. Hey, y'all check out on me. Them fans, fill that dome up, man.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check out Uncle Steve's Lounge, man. Great show every week, man. It was great seeing him at the watch party.
My man. Hey, so I have to ask you while you on, Mike. What's your favorite Falcon of all time and why?
Oh man.
Now
I'll be honest.
You can't say when I was a kid this one, but as an adult this one. None of that. You got to pick one Falcon of all in your life, and I don't mean the greatest Falcon of all time. I mean your favorite Falcon, who you mess with the most.
It got to be Michael Vick, and the reason why I say Michael Vick is because my father is from the 757. So growing up, I'd always go up to that area, that Tidewater area, and watch those football games because he went to Phoebus. And so I've seen people like Tyrod Taylor play and Taj Boyd and people like that. So just seeing what that environment is like, seeing what the football coach is like there, and then to see somebody from his hometown make it in the league. Yeah, like that's
dope.
Yeah, it's actually I wanted Jimmy Williams to pan. This has absolutely nothing to do with your question. But when they drafted Jimmy Williams, I wanted him to succeed as well for that same reason. He's from that same area. He went to one of those high schools up there. I forgot the name of it. It literally just escaped me. But yeah, I wanted him to succeed, but that didn't happen at all.
So now let me ask you this, Mike. Now you said Mike Vick is your favorite. Now you've been listening to this show. I got a conundrum that I throw at people. Okay, I'm gonna throw it at you. If you have these metaphors tonight, Ashley, we rocking and rolling tonight with the metaphors, Ashley. If now I have to ask you, Mike, if you can pick a Falcon from past, have to be a time where you lived. I don't want a Falcon before you live, a time in your lifetime. One Falcon that you could bring back this season that could help us get into these playoffs. Who would you bring for 3 games at the peak of his talent that will help us get into these playoffs? You don't got to worry about money that's taken care of. Who you bringing and why?
I mean, this is kind of an obvious pick because I mean, what's the worst position on the team right now? You gotta bring in Matty Ice, man. You gotta bring in Stat Bryant. You gotta let him come in and do his thing, man.
Hold on, John. He's going to the Hall of Fame again.
Double induction.
The second
for sure.
You got to, because I wanted to say John Abraham, but with this defense as is now, they're making it without an elite pass rusher. So. But we do need a quarterback. So we got what better quarterback than the one who took us who got us to the Super Bowl. I like him over Chris Chandler, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I love Chris Chandler. Sure. Shout out to Matty Ice.
Good pick.
2016 Matty Ice on this team is great.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he was different.
Oh, yeah.
He was different.
Shout out to Cam Newton.
Oh wait, is Arthur Smith the coach?
Oh,
but listen, But I'm saying it's hard to coach Matt Ryan. He will audible on that ass. He will look elsewhere. He's not gonna just go and say he said throw it left. No. Nah, you ain't getting Matt. So you see, he threw Kyle Pitts 1,000 in that same offense. Don't ever forget the GOAT. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I can't let y'all do it. It's the Christmas episode. I can't let y'all do it.
Yeah, John's wrong. Plenty of coaches have had competent offenses with lesser talented QBs. It's a poor excuse. The run game isn't even good anymore. Yeah, nothing's good, man. That's what sucks. Tennessee, he ran a simple scheme to superior talent, sort of like cover 3 and Legion and Boom. Yeah, man. I mean, nailed it. Oblivion, what's up, buddy? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, so I mean, there's not, like I said, I'm hoping for the best. Team wise, like I said, I don't think that there's a whole lot that he can do to win back the fan base, because barring a damn Super Bowl win, I mean, like, I don't think there's a whole lot that can happen, which is not going to happen. I mean, there's a very slim chance that's going to happen. I think the recent number was that there's a 7% chance we make the playoffs. So a lot of things have to go right.
Lucky number 7.
So yeah. So this probably not going to happen. So yeah, I mean, like I said, and if I'll be honest, if he's back, if we won one of the next 2 games and he's back, I'm gonna be kind of depressed, guys. I'm gonna be kind of like, because I mean, I'll have a hard time buying into that. I mean, you're gonna have to. It needs to come with a bunch of caveats. Like, he's going to head coach, but like NW said, he's going to hire an offensive coordinator's coming in. This is changing. Fast game coordinator, quarterbacks coach, whatever. We're going after a top quarterback in the draft. We're bringing in a good veteran. Whatever. Something. There's got to be several like things on the checklist if he's coming back. And I mean, like I said, otherwise the fan base is going to be like, what are you doing? So that's yeah.
Man, if he does that, I hate to say this the same way I hate to criticize Matty Ice when he was a Colt, but then it transitions to poor ownership. And I hate to ever criticize that man. I would never probably do that again, but then it switches.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said.
Because the team is too talented. Again, you got to seize your moment.
Yeah, well, like Fleek said, like not to wait a year too late with Dan Quinn. I mean, like that was an issue, and Mike knows I wanted Dan Quinn gone the night of the Super Bowl. Yeah, like I wanted him gone that damn night, because I was like, we lost this, like,
and never wavered again.
Never wavered again. I didn't give a shit. Like that was never wavered. I mean, that was just too damn much.
No, well, I swear to God, I try to bring him up in a positive light. I'd be like, well, he is a good deep. John will not hear, but John will be like, don't bring the man up. Like, don't. He will not hear of Dan Quinn talk in no way, shape, or form. I always
don't bring the man up
because I'm loyal. Like, I'll be like, dog, what he did. John be like, no.
I mean, look, and I get the whole, Shanahan. Of course, I didn't like that either. But I mean, the head coach got the headphones on, man. Y'all, he's hearing what's coming through. He can be like, hey, wait a minute, whoa. All we gotta do is run it. All we gotta do is run it. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, we're not gonna rehash that. All right. So I think that's about it on Arthur, man. So like I said, we'll see how this week goes, and that brings up the Colts coming into town. Second hottest team in the league right now, man. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Hold on for 1 minute. Before we do the preview, I got a surprise segment here. Now, I wanted to tell y'all this. Let me sip my drink. Okay. Now, I wanted to tell y'all this. The Hall of Fame on Out of Your Falcon Mind means the world to me, okay? Because it's still a very small podcast, okay? Very small podcast. But what I tell John all the time is I feel like the group is the best. The group is the most crazy, insane, like passionate, like just crazy group. So I admire the group. I respect the group. I feel like the group is so like enthusiastic and supportive. So I always feel like we got the best group, even though it's one of the small ones. The growth will come in time. I ain't worried about that, right? It'll come natural. But I always respect it because the people who rep us and buy the stuff, that always genuinely means something to me, okay? So when we put people in the Hall of Fame, it means the world to me. It's not just something for the podcast, okay? We could fill the time. We talented enough, okay? But what I wanted to do, what I thought it was very important to do, I hit John up before the show and I said, you know what we should do, man. What I have to do, what would be my honor to do, is we should put my motherfucking man Fleek in the Hall of Fame on the very same show we put my man MW on the Hall of Fame. You want to know why? And let me tell you, Fleek, welcome to the Hall, buddy.
Let's go. What's up, MW on Fleek? Nice.
Welcome to the Hall. And I'm gonna tell you why. There are very few people who we call when our ass is on fire, and the number one call is Fleek. Okay, dog. When I'm telling you this, I am a wild person, so plenty of time just before the show, I let John. I told you I wing everything. I mean, moments before the show, John, I'm not gonna make it, man. And then John has he has minutes to be like, oh, and the number one call is Fleek, and 100% of the time my man come and bail us out. It was even a time where me and my wildness, I went to jail. I was on a mandatory vacation. You know what I mean? And my man Fleek had to cover the show for an extended period of time. And I always wanted to pay him back for that. That was a great thing because he kept the show going. We worked very hard for this, and you kept it going in a time where my brother needed you and you stepped up to plate when I needed you. I will never forget that. I will always thank you for it. And every time we call this man to do us a favor, the man is always down. The man is always positive. And really, to be honest, when Liam and me said, really and truly one of my favorite people since we started this in the entire, on any platform or any, just when John say who you want to have, I say Savion or Fleek. John could tell you that. That's the we can go there 100% of the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
I appreciate
we love you to death as a brother, and we want to thank you for everything you contributed. We would not be in this position without you. Welcome to the Hall once more, my man Fleek, buddy.
Yes, sir. I would just like to say I will humbly accept your invitation to the Audio Falcon Mind Hall of Fame. Hey, and truly and honestly, I would do it all again. I will continue to do it anytime y'all need me. I'm here. I'm telling y'all, whenever we linked on Twitter, I don't know how it happened. I don't remember if y'all followed me. I followed y'all. However it happened, the interactions were beautiful from day one. Like, y'all's energy mixed with my energy very well. Mike and John are two of the most positive people too. Mike is always telling me how positive I am. Mike cheers me up a lot of the time on the timeline with his shenanigans, or even if he just telling people, hey, smile. Mike is the type of guy to upload a video on Twitter to say smile. You know, I know the Falcons stink. I know it's not Victory Monday, but smile, because we still alive. You know what I'm saying? And it's reasons like that I always come through for y'all, man, because y'all are just two of the most genuine people I've ever met. Genuinely, especially in this community, dog. So I appreciate it, bro. I really do.
Appreciate
Welcome
you, buddy.
to the club, man.
Yeah,
to do two on the, bro, that was epic. I'm saving the show. I want to burn it to a DVD. I want to go old school. I want
DVD.
I want the
DVD
VHS
is what we used to watch, kids.
This is classic.
Oh yeah, just in case you don't know, a DVD.
Yeah.
It's right after VHS.
Right after
you know that little.
Which is a big tape to put in. Yeah. Anyway, back it up, Benz, man. What's going on?
Back it up, Benz. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Jones Bones, Merry Christmas. He said, for once, Blank needs to let his GM high.
100%, man.
He's proven to make great decisions.
100%.
Liam said that made me cry.
No, the man that made me cry. Dan Quinn.
That man that made me cry. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Gabriel Rogers. That good thing is most of our best players are still really. That's why you got to seize the moment. You got to seize the moment. I want to tell y'all, like, that's why I've been so harsh on the coach and the quarterback this year. I don't know that y'all see what I see with the level of talent. So if you gave that to any other coach, we'd be easily in the playoffs talking about who we playing in the NFC Championship, who we need to beat to be in the Super Bowl. That's what we would be talking about with any other coach. And with like Alex Smith, with basic necessities, we would be talking about playing in the Super Bowl. And I think a lot of y'all forget that. And that's what y'all be hearing in my voice sometimes. Like, that's why I'm so frustrated. We could be talking about a ring. I need me a ring while I'm still alive, man. I'm getting old about a day.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go, man. I got a comment from Liam, but I'll wait till Fleek gets back because it's for Fleek. But
anyway, about to be some furniture move. Yeah,
I am back.
He's back.
Liam said, let me say this. Fleek is one of my favorites. So Liam chimed in on the Hall of Fame. He said, let me say this. Fleek is one of my favorite people, even up there with my best friend. This man is the coolest person ever. I agree. The best energy and the easiest person to talk to. Thank you, Fleek. That's why we love him.
Nah, Liam, I appreciate you, dog. I really do. I was telling John that I'm gonna make it out to one of your baseball games soon, bro. I promise.
Yeah, so you have to understand. Like my son's 13, so you could say he acts older, like than a 13-year-old.
Yeah,
I would say so.
In a typical, I guess, you 13-year-old. But yeah, man, he loves you and man, Fleek. And any event we go to, he's like, "So you gonna be there? You gonna be there?" So
that's my guy right there, man.
That's awesome, man. Back it up, Ben said, I watch a ton of pods. You guys are Hall of Fame. Hey, appreciate that, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Freaking fans here, and I spend time listening to the Falcons. Hey, we appreciate that, man. And your team is awesome to watch, by the way. I mean, that's watching. They are fun to watch, man. And like watching Hard Knocks, it makes me just jealous. It makes me so jealous, man. Seeing Tyreek and we need some damn speed at wide receiver. We got to get some speed at wide receiver. We got to get a true wide receiver too. We don't have that, man. We thought we had some interchangeable guys. We don't.
They told me Bijan was gonna play slot. They lied.
Yeah.
I mean, then
don't know how to use nothing.
Brought in Van Jefferson. He ain't done nothing. He's been
that big booty offense, like my man said. That big booty offense. It is.
Now, Scotty Miller.
Yeah,
Scotty Miller's been open, but he hasn't been throwing the ball. So I mean, and he's not been, and he's fast as hell. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. Why we're not yet? All right. On to the Colts. Before I just get even more pissed off. So we got the Colts coming to town. Like I said earlier, man, the second hottest team in the last 6 weeks. They're 5-1 over the last 6 games. Gardner Minshew playing pretty well. And what the thing is, and it was kind of funny looking at Gardner's numbers for this year. Okay, so he's got 63% completion percentage, about 2,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 86 quarterback rating. And you look at him now, he's played 2 more games than Desmond. But Desmond, similar, 63%, same completion percentage, 2,528 passing yards, a little bit below. Clearly more interceptions. He's got 10 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and we know the fumbles. And his quarterback rating is 82.8. So we're not dealing with like a superstar here at quarterback or anything. He's just doing enough for his offense to work. And that's really it. I mean, he's got, and what sucks for us, Jonathan Taylor, full participant today, and he was on the injured report with a thumb. He's back today. I think Michael Pittman, who y'all saw got blown up by Devontae KZ last week, he was in concussion protocol. Now he's, I think he was limited today. So their injury report's not that bad. I mean, Zach Moss, right hip didn't. Forearm, he didn't participate. But again, Jonathan Taylor's there. It doesn't really matter. But they don't have a ton of just guys that'll just scare you to death. They've been playing solid ball, and Shane Steichen's got the offense working pretty well with Gardner Minshew. So it's going to be a tough task, man. They're coming in hot, trying to make the playoffs. Obviously, we're trying to just fight for our lives, and Arthur's fighting for his job and whatever. So we got that going on. But I mean, and as far as our injury report, I mean, good. Thankfully, Chris Lindstrom and Dahlman and McGarry and David Onyemata all practiced today. It was limited, but they all practiced. Like I said, watching that 22, damn, did we miss those guys on the offensive line so bad. And Onyemata, dude, without having him there and no Grady too, I mean, like that hurt too. So it'd be nice if he's back in this game. Did not participate. Bud Dupree again with the back. Ryan Newsel had an illness, and Bradley Pinion was just a personal matter. Wasn't anything going on there. So, I mean, hopefully we got our guys back. But looking at the main threats on their offense, Fleek, like what's your main concern, buddy? As far as because the defense is our strength, obviously we know that. So, like, what on their offense kind of worries you, if anything?
Not much, to be honest. Jonathan Taylor coming back, that's always going to worry me. I really like Jonathan Taylor. I know he's been injured a few times as of late, and he's just now bouncing back. But I like him. Our run defense should be pretty good. I'm hoping Onyemata comes back. I really am, because he's been a dog this season, and we really have missed him in a few games that he was out. More so, and I feel like I always say this with the Falcons, it's not anything that really worries me about the Colts offense. are we going to play up to what I know we can play up to? Like, are we going to hit my expectation on defense? And I believe we will. I mean, our defense has shown time and time again that they can come through. And I know that they end up getting caught at the end of these games and these tough situations. So that's the first thing people can point to. Well, they don't come through when they need to. But
happens when you're on the field all the time.
Yeah. It's like,
be realistic.
Though that is a good
3 and out, right back on the field.
Right back. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not really afraid of the Colts offense, to be honest with
you. Yeah.
Me either. No, me either.
MW. Fleek said,
MW.
Look, if we get stomped, I'm going to quote that, and I'm going to make a TikTok out of it.
Please do.
NW, man, like as far as our offense, man, what are you seeing that with Taylor? Are you thinking that Arthur's going to just open it up this week and just throw the ball everywhere, or are we going to try to run the ball and like we have before, I guess it's so inconsistent. Sometimes we're hammering Bijan, then there's weeks is like he gets 7 touches, so it's like, and it's hard to tell. So what do you see in the offense doing?
I could see them doing the same thing they did against the Titans. That kind of style offense. I can see them opening up a little bit, not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also, so like you just said, it's so ebbs and flows. He's so he has a bipolar playbook. He reminds me of that coach off the Water Boy who was squeezing that green playbook.
Yeah,
but but on the one hand, I can see him playing it similar to how we play the Titans. But then on another hand, because it's Taylor and it's like, look, my job is on the line. Please make something shake. And also keep in mind, Taylor put up 28 points and a half, which is the most amount of points we've had all year in a game. So yeah, I can see him being a little bit trigger happy this game and letting Taylor go out there and letting it fly. I can still see him mismanaging Bijan and Tyler Algier and Cordell Patterson. If ever there was a game to run the ball, I would say it's this one, because the last thing you want to do is let Jonathan Taylor get going. If we allow their run game to get going, it's lights out. It's over. So what I think we should do is definitely run it more than we pass. Taylor shouldn't throw it more than 25 times. But knowing Arthur Smith, he's probably going to watch it about 38, 40. Bombs away, and Scotty Miller is going to get missed on a couple passes. But hey, at least he tried, right? At least he went out swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you.
No, he will.
I mean,
look, man, the head coach's ass is on fire. His ass is on fire. He understands. The quarterback's ass is on fire. Here's the problem. Because of that, the coach will come out. He's already stupid. He's going to come out real stupid Sunday. He's going to
double down stupid.
Double down.
Real stupid. Like,
ignorant.
And Taylor, his greatest thing is Taylor's confident. Taylor is a confident quarterback. Taylor will throw it. Taylor don't care.
I hope he does.
Hey, dog, the worst combination on planet Earth is stupid and confidence. Whenever you see that mix, run.
That's very true.
It's bad.
That's the worst combination. And you gonna ever see. So expect to see us win convincingly or completely embarrass ourselves. Something you do not know what you about to see. Stupid and because Taylor will throw it, and dude know that ass is on fire. We gonna see a show against a very good team. To be honest, a very good team. If you want to be real, we gonna see a show of one way or the other. It's gonna be funny as hell to watch either way. It's gonna be a good watch either way.
Yeah, I mean,
win without trying, right?
Yeah, I mean, you, as a coach, I mean, dude, a coach and a team, like, your back's against the wall at this point. Like, the fans don't believe in you as far as the coach goes. They think you're a joke. They think your offense is a joke. They don't want you to come back next year. You're going to get booed. There's going to be signs there that says fire Arthur Smith. All that shit's going to be going on, man. So what are you going to do? Like, what do you what do you got that you're going to come out and like? It's going to have to be some crazy shit to really.
Y'all know that kid. You know that. I know y'all seen what I'm talking about. It's a kid in school who somebody just kept hitting. The kid people just to be picked. They hit, and then that one day he turned around and say, and start getting up. That's what he doing this game. It's time. Y'all all picking on me. Y'all all say I'm stupid. I can't coach. I know I'm about to get fired. I done switch quarterbacks. I'm getting made fun of. It's all these memes. It's skits happening. Now, watch Saturday. He gonna come out stupid. I'm telling you. We gonna come.
I can't wait. I cannot wait, man.
I believe in my team to, honest to God, make the playoffs. I honestly believe Taylor. I believe they will get it together. I have to though. For Sam.
Was Arthur Smith on Pat McAfee this week?
That's a good question. And it's tomorrow, isn't it? Isn't it Fridays or is it Thursdays?
Friday.
I don't even
Wallace,
know.
Merry Christmas, buddy. Happy holidays.
Yeah, Wallace, man, what's
Merry
going on,
Christmas.
dude? Yeah, good to see you. Mean Red Machine, man.
Mean Red Machine, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Man, I'm playing Ghost of something of Mud Challenges, and I took
I'm gonna play it.
Time to take that.
You
got Liam doing schoolwork. You dead wrong as a man. You dead wrong as a man. What's happening? Kenny said, out of your Falcon Hall of Fame is MW. I'm telling you, well deserved. I don't just give those out. I really don't. We give those out. Me and John not even in it.
Nope.
So that's to tell you something.
Yeah, maybe one day, man. We'll make it one day.
We gotta do better. We still gotta earn those, Johnny Yates.
Yeah,
Wallace Smith said, I'm going to keep saying this, but this is not the play calls that Arthur Smith had with the Titans. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I'm glad you said that because, fun fact, last week Bijan Robinson had 7 carries. Now, granted, he had 7 carries for 11 yards. He wasn't able to get his foot in and get started.
Right.
Now, a lot of those carries were sweeps on like third, and I think he had a 3rd and 11 sweep, which he fumbled on.
Yeah.
He had a reverse play. Like half of his runs are always gimmicky. It's really weird. It's weird how he does it sometimes, and I get he's trying to be creative with Bijan. But to the Titans' point, would you have ever thought that a guy that fed Derrick Henry as much would have games where he drafted a running back at 8 and gave him 7 carries, 11 carries, 9 carries? Like, would you have thought Arthur Smith would do that with a first-round running back?
Absolutely not.
I thought Bijan was going to get like at least 20. I thought Bijan was no lie going to get 25 touches a game between rushes. And so 18 rushes, 7 receptions, 20 rushes. Hell, even if he had 25 rushes for 127 yards or whatever, like those are the type of games I thought I would see from Bijan, not 7 rushes for 19 yards and 11 rushes for 56.
And imagine him being used in another offense. He would easily be rookie of the year.
I mean, you see what Jahmyr Gibbs been doing in Detroit?
Easily be rookie of the year in any other offense. I'm telling you, I say this every show, but in private, the head coaches of the league go home and they tell their wives and their loved ones, man, but this dude a dickhead. It's like, man, a lawyer can tell if lawyers are bad. Doctors know if you got a shitty doctor. They just don't say nothing, but they recognize in each other who's bad. Like lawyers know that. I'm telling you, they go to private, baby. This dude, the worst of us. He the worst one in the league. Yeah, he's a dickhead. He's a dummy. He is the worst head coach in the NFL. I would hate to say that about my own, and y'all know I'm so biased. I would never say that if it wasn't absolutely stunningly glaring. We just lost to a team that won 1 game.
You know what's crazy?
If that don't tell you that the dumpster is on fire, dog, it's a dumpster on fire inside of the dumpster that's on fire. And so he got to go.
What's crazy is when Calais signed, they asked him about Arthur. They said, man, all I knew was he was so tough to scheme against. What happened? like how'd that change so bad? I mean, because like watching it, and I know I'm just a fan, but like, man, it's vanilla, it's predictable. I mean, like there was plays last week at the Panthers game. They knew what was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, like
hollow vanilla.
Bro, the one play, the one that's I mean, like it's always either Pitts and London or London and Jefferson, and they're both going down the field, and it's like 30 yards down the field. Then Bijan's the only check down option. The one where Burns almost intercepted it. Like,
we know where you're going.
There's 2 dudes and 5 defenders, so you can't throw it downfield. You just can't. There's nowhere to go. So Burns is just chilling, waiting. Okay, I know it's going to come to Bijan because he's not going down there, and he damn near picked it. If it was a better throw, he might have picked it. But like that stuff, man, like that's like you had multiple defense. I mean, I assume that like Calais just wasn't just saying that. I hope he just wasn't saying that. But I mean, if he was that tough to scheme against, man, something has went terribly wrong considering all the people that we've got for him. So I don't know, man. It's depressing, dude, because this is far from what we thought we'd be discussing at this point.
I mean, even last year, the run game, all you heard was, man, Atlanta has a really creative run scheme. Arthur Smith is really doing something crazy in Atlanta with the run game. They're one of the best running teams in the league, and now that's not even the story.
This is a good point, Wallace. It looks like when the Bears were boring as hell when Ergon was calling plays. Yeah, that's similar.
It does.
You need to go to.
That's what it feels like.
And I know
which is weird is I know it's not him though. It's whatever. Yeah,
Desmond Ritter, Ergon, the coach, and Taylor all in the same car. That's why I see 4.
Yeah. All right, Mike, give me a score prediction, buddy. What are you thinking?
I'm going. We go fireworks. I'm going. We go 37, and I'm going. We keep them to 14. 37-14.
Oh goodness.
I'm going. We go home. Yeah, we go fireworks. Christmas Eve. Come on,
Art's popping a bottle of wine.
I'm telling you, dog. He's gonna come out.
He's thinking he's good to go.
Stupid and confidence is a wild mix. You always see something crazy.
Man, Fleek, what you got?
I'll say we win it 20-17.
All right.
20-7.
Okay.
What you got, MW?
I was going to say the same, but just to be different, I'll say 23-14. Defense gets like 3 turnovers.
Ooh, I
keeps
love
us
it.
in the game.
I like it. I want to be confident, and I want to, because we have to eventually score 30. We said it a few shows ago. If we don't, it'll be since 1978 that we haven't scored.
The first time since 1978
that a team hasn't scored 30 points, and for us, for the Falcons team. Wow. If so, we've got 3 weeks to score 30 points. So it's going to be this week, I hope. And I'll go 31-17.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
So I'll ask you this: out of these 3 games between the Bears, the Colts, and the Saints, you think the Colts defense would be the one that we drop 30 on?
I don't know.
Stupid and confident. Stupid and confident.
I got absolutely no basis for anything that I'm saying. It could be. I'm just throwing it out there, man. It could be fucking 6-3. I mean,
that's very true.
I mean, every time we said
anything, because the building is on fire, the asses are on fire. The quarterback is now playing for a job next year. The coach is playing for a job. The fucking owner is now being probably critically analyzing everything. The building is on fire now. Now we're gonna see, we're gonna let it loose, and Taylor will let it loose. Stupid and confident. You're gonna see.
Will.
Yeah.
If we win, that's gonna be the title of our next show. Stupid and confident.
Stupid and confident.
All right. So that's enough of football, man. Let's get to the holidays. Let's get to the Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Happy holidays. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all hang around for some good Christmas talk here. Mike, you want to lead it off, buddy, with whatever you want to start with?
So Johnny Yates, I just told John before the show, he didn't hear me. He did not understand me. So this is a malfunction of the podcast now. Okay. I told Johnny Yates before the show. Here's what I did. I just sent him some ideas, and I deleted them from my phone so I wouldn't have them. So I don't even know what I sent. So I told him, don't send them to me.
That makes no logical sense to me, because I have to have shit.
Because I like to wing it live on the show. I don't practice any of this. I like to be in the moment when I answer questions. So I told John not to send it back to me, and he sent it back to me. And I know he thought I looked at it, but I didn't. So he just asked me live on the show what I like. He thought I looked at it. And that's what the miscommunication is. Just like Desmond Ritter and Kyle Pitts. It was a miscommunication, buddy. That's all it was. It's nobody's fault. It's the head coach's fault. It's the network. It's the network. Blame the network for what just happened. But no, Johnny, yes, I don't have it. So you got to kick it off.
That's fine, buddy. That's fine. Okay. So we're going to put, Fleek, we'll start with you, buddy. I need you to put somebody from the Falcons on the naughty list. I need you to put somebody on Santa's good list. And you can and it can go either way.
Let's go.
Naughty list first. I'm going to go Richie Grant.
Ooh.
And
damn. Right out the gate. Tyreek, I agree with you, buddy, by the way.
Quick, no.
And that is just because I loved Richie Grant so much coming out of UCF. Like, you don't understand. Like, I had Trayvon Morig over him, but that was it for me. Like, I loved Richie Grant. And when we drafted him, I was so happy. He had that weird season where he didn't play as much, and there were rumblings that was because being peeved on like starting rookies. Then they said, well, it's just a hard playbook to learn. So then he started getting more playing time in the slot the later the season went on. And so I'm like, okay, he's getting his footing. Year 2 will be good. And he did make plays in year 2. He was punching the ball out. He had interceptions. He had mistakes. He was blowing coverages last year as well. But the thing is, he was semi-making up for those mistakes because he was creating plays himself at times. He hasn't made a lot of plays this season. He hasn't had an impact. I don't know if he's forced a turnover at all this year. I don't know how many PBUs he has. He had one. I don't know how many PBUs he has, but I know just off of sheer eye test and not looking at any stats, it feels like he took a step back this year because I've seen more blown coverages than I have seen him making plays. So that leads me to feel kind of down about it because this is year 3 going into year 4. Now you're almost out of your rookie contract because you were a second-round pick. You don't have that 5th-year option. And so it's like, I'm thinking the Falcons might – I mean, then we drafted my guy in the 7th round, DeMarco Hellens from Alabama, and he started majority of the game last week, you know? And I talked to Hellens during training camp, and I said, man, like, I know they took you in the 7, but you're gonna find a role in the defense. And I was just kind of hopefully saying that because, you know, he went to Alabama. And damn if I wasn't right, man. Damn, DeMarco Hellens ain't on my field right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that takes a little bit of the sting away. But, like, man, I just really believe that Richie Grant would be further ahead in year 3 than he is. So
feel every word of that, man.
Yeah, he had to be on my naughty list, man. Honorable mention David Little. On
who you putting on the good list, Fleek? Who getting big presents?
Drake London, bro.
Drake London.
And you know what? I know his stats to this point are kind of similar to last year. So stat-wise, you wouldn't be able to see immediate growth. But, like, I mean, some games he only had 2 targets. Some games he hadn't been looked at, which is funny because I thought when Ritter became quarterback, he was getting 10 a game at least. That's what I told myself. But, like, when the ball has come his way, he has made plays. He made an extraordinary catch. In that was that the Tampa game? He made that catch. Man, that was one of the best catches I've seen all season, and he's capable of making those type of plays day in and day out. Like, those are 70-30 balls when you throw them to him, not 50-50. So I like my chances. I really do feel like, and even as a route runner, I think he's progressed. He may not be the most speedy guy to create separation, but I think with his footwork, the way his efficiency in routes. I was watching some breakdown where if you watch Drake London run his routes, he doesn't waste steps. He's very efficient. He gets to his spots. He's great with zone concepts. He knows where to sit and find zone. So I think he could be a star in this league. I really do. Like top 15, borderline top 10 receiver in the league with better QB play and the targets to command it. I really believe that. So
85 targets, 1 drop.
Yeah. Come on now.
That got to make the good list. Santa, look out.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, NW. Your turn, buddy.
NW, who's you putting on the naughty list first?
So out the gate, it got to be Dave Ragone. Look here, man. When you got a young quarterback,
the enthusiasm you came out with is hurtful. It's very hurtful.
when you got a young quarterback and a complex system, he's not going to learn it. He's not going to get it all on his own. Like, he needs that extra help. He needs somebody to help him with his mechanics, with learning, with studying film, learning how to be a professional. Because let's be real, sitting behind Marcus Mariota, that probably wasn't the best person. That probably wasn't the best mentor out there. So, you know, he need that extra tender love and care from the coaching staff. And I strongly doubt Dave Ragone has provided that, because if he did, and Desmond Ridder was performing better, then guess what? We'd probably be sitting at like 11 and something versus 6 and 8. So Dave Ragone, you on the naughty list.
Who on the good list? Who getting all the presents? Who on the good list?
I'm gonna be honest. It has to be Jesse Bates. Look, Jesse Bates single-handedly has won us like 3 games. So if you think about it, if we were already a 7-9 team, Jesse comes in and wins you 3. We should have. This should be a 10-win season. This would be a double-digit win season. If we don't take a step back the way we have offensively. So Jesse Bates, he's been a game changer, and people are looking at the Falcons crazy for paying all that money to a safety. Oh, the safety is not that valued of a position or whatever. This man has shown you why. This is why you need a game changer back there. That man is a center fielder back there. Yeah, Jesse Bates, he deserves every cent. Matter of fact, we at this point we underpaying that man for what we put him through this year.
I dare say that Art's already fired without Jesse Bates because he's won us, like you said, a couple of games by himself.
We're probably 3-11 right now.
By himself. Single-handedly.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But Wallace Helms does tackle better than Grant, no question about it, buddy.
Oh, for sure.
Mike,
Helms.
Who I'm putting on the naughty list. I'm gonna be on. I would just drag the coach, but I feel like I've done enough of that. So I'm gonna go surprisingly and put my man Taylor Heineke. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Don't embarrass me. Have you ever had your parents say, when we go out here, you better eat like you ate before? Because you don't embarrass me. I feel like I raved about you in the off season. Because these people don't know you. For the people who don't know, I'm from there. So I kind of follow that team too. I hear a lot and so I follow him. He's just so exciting. He's like a young Brett Favre. He's a little reckless at times, but he's so exciting to watch. And he's from here. So just imagine, I'm tied to him 2 times. So just the biggest fan of the dude. When we got him, I was like, dog, that was my favorite free agent signing. Raved about him. To let me down like that in the 2 games, I actually said I told you so in one of the hot dogs, dog. And I left it up there to be fair, but I'm gonna take it down on the sneak when everybody starts staring at my future video on the back end. I'm gonna sneak it down because you embarrassed me. Okay, so you got to get that smoke for that. On the good, I gotta say this, Nate Landman, because my second favorite, like damn near Falcon now, is Troy Anderson. If you can make me not hate on you, which I want to do because I miss Troy Anderson. It's nobody like Troy. It's the Tasmanian devil. You let him loose, who knows, right? A spinning top. You spin that up and let it go. That's what it looked like. It's nobody like Troy. If he can refine that, you will see greatness. I'm so stoked on Troy. I'm like, and Troy could do a few different things. If you talk about a Swiss Army knife, now do your research on that. That's who we probably needed on offense, to be fair. But if you can make me not hate on you, which I want to do, that man has played with 100%. He's played his heart out. He's earned a job to be on the field with Troy. That man has stepped up every time we needed him to. That man has played exceptionally well for somebody who got thrown in. You know what I mean? He really outperformed what you thought. Because everybody thought this is going to be a huge drop-off. And to be honest, it's been no drop-off. They just different. There's no drop off. They just still different. So shout out to him. He should get all the presents and all the praise.
Nice job, buddy. All right, so since you skipped over Art, I'm gonna have to go Art because we can't do a naughty list and leave Art's out.
Somebody has to get him. Johnny Yates with the headshot. See, you thought you was getting up the building. Johnny Yates with the headshot from across the street.
No.
I love it.
And man. No, it's just you let us down, man. Like from just, I mean, we were so hyped, man. We were so hyped. I put out a damn. I quote tweeted. I think it was the Falcons, man, and he was just sitting there smiling with his mustache. And I said, "Oh, we whooping some ass this year." I put that out there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now look how damn stupid we look. Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
You embarrassed the boys.
Be embarrassed out of your Falcon mind, man. Like it's just a shame. And to have a complex offense with the 3rd round quarterback, and to just let us down all year long, man. I got nothing good, man. That's just it. You've let us down, and it's not even I was angry and I'm disappointed. It's all those things. It's all those parental things that you hear. It's all of them just tied into one. So Arthur Smith, my good list, man. I'm gonna go David Onyemata. because when Grady, I mean, we knew we were like, oh man, he's going to unlock Grady, man. Grady might have unlocked David Onyemata because when they were together, man.
Oh, Johnny Yates was so cold he froze.
And you talk the offensive line, you talk to our offensive lineman. They said the heaviest hands they've ever felt. Huh? Did I freeze?
Okay, yeah, but you back now.
Cold, you froze, and then you was rapping like Slim Shady when you came back.
Damn, was I?
You was spitting. Yeah, you was spitting.
Man, I'll have to add some music. All right, anyway.
Hey, dog.
So
if you could play that back and you can add a beat to it, it would add to the
great. That'd be great. But no, anywho, all right. So if I'm good here, yeah. So what I was saying was, yeah. I mean, I think Onyemata, man, just what he brings and watching the film, dude, like he just messes up. So like, there'll be times that since Grady's been out, that they'll have two linemen devoted to him, and he'll get chipped. Or sometimes there'll be three. Like he's a problem in the run game. He's a problem in the pass game, and he's just been everything that we thought he could be. And with an honorable mention to Caden Ellis too, because Caden Ellis has been a lot of places in this defense, and he's done well too. So I'll give shout outs to both those guys. So,
and I'm gonna tell you who should grab a gift card, at least a gift card for D Alfred.
There you go. Oh, great call.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to overlook AJ too. I think AJ kind of gets taken for granted sometimes.
He does.
Sometimes he gets too much shit for like people bang on him. And I'm like, do y'all ever hear him though? I mean, like, yes, he gets beat every now and then. So does every corner in the league. But like, that's most of the time he's locking down his side. You don't hear about his side.
That's the life of a cornerback, though. That's the life, really, especially a number one cornerback. And when you have a season like AJ Terrell had in 2021, like he was so locked down. How many pass breakups did he have? Like it seemed like every time AJ Terrell was on the screen, he was on the receiver like white on rice.
Yeah,
it was that. I mean, he was on their body crazy. So like when he gets beat, it's like people's expectation of AJ is to never ever get beat. Because in 2021, he rarely ever. I don't remember a play, and I'm pretty sure there was a few, but that's how good his season was. I can't remember a play where he got beat. This season, I can remember a few, but that's the life of being a cornerback. You take him for granted. You take him for granted like that. But I think he's still one of the top in the league.
He can play
man, and it's crazy. Zone. I mean, it's crazy because they give Trayvon Diggs all this love because he gets the interceptions, but he was getting destroyed. He was getting obliterated out there, but because he has the interception, Xavier Howard same way, because they get the interceptions, they just look past the times they get the whole highlight reel where they get toasted. But meanwhile, AJ, because he doesn't have the sexy highlight reel or whatever, they'll bang on him. But I've been saying all year long, like, look, we better find some money to pay AJ because we've seen the impact when he's not on that field. It's a difference. Like last year when we played the Bengals and they completely obliterated us.
That wasn't
And this year when AJ didn't play, like we better not let him go. I would rather let Okuda go before we let AJ. I'd rather bring them both back. But if one has to go, we gotta keep AJ, man. He's done. Yep. He's been here too long, holding it down for too long. Nah, man, keep AJ.
Agreed.
Merry Christmas, Smitty. Happy holidays, buddy.
Hey,
yeah, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Y'all all know Smitty, man. But make sure y'all check out Smitty's channel, man. He's got stuff going on crazy time. Tyreek said Rich McKay with the he's been getting it too, man. Hey, hopefully look at you.
We still win the Super Bowl 2024. Be that.
Man, yeah.
And I was still debate. Oh, he got me.
Hey.
Oh, you tricked me there. I like what you did. You
Clark Phillips.
Yeah, that's a good call. He had a rough game last week, but man, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
he's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be
my next jersey.
Jerry Gray too. Jerry Gray deserves.
Oh, absolutely. Jerry Gray, Steven Jackson, those guys in the defense. Ryan
Nielsen.
Ryan Nielsen.
Thank you. Please don't go anywhere.
He should get signed.
Put his name first on the list.
Yeah.
And on that same analytical chart, where Arthur was the worst play caller, he was the 7th best defensive play caller in his first year of doing it. So that's not too shabby. So good job. Right. All right. So we're going to run through these, man. So this will be kind of rapid fire stuff. So, Fleek, best and worst present you've ever received?
Best present I ever received was a PSP Go. Oh, my gosh. I remember because when the first original PSP came out, it was like 07 or 06 or 07. I was like 8 years old, and my parents weren't really trying to invest that type of money in a system that I could just easily drop and break and stuff like that because they didn't know a lot about it. come to find out, that thing was a big bulky brick, anyways. But when the PSP Go came out, I was like 12, 13, something like that. So they were like, you can get one. And I remember I had the crystal white or the pearl white model. And turns out that system really never even did too much because it was, I think it was an online, like you had to download the games from an online server, and not many companies were putting games on the PSP marketplace. So it ended up flopping, but I just remember the feeling I got that morning, like opening that, and my sister got a Nintendo 3DS. It was just pure, like, it was
ultimate
peak.
joy, man.
It was ultimate joy. Like, when I think of Christmas, that's the day I think about.
Love it.
Worst
gift.
The worst gift.
If there is one.
I've never really received a bad gift. Like, anything free is good to me.
There you
Unless
go.
it's like a
That's
ass or something like that.
That's a great call. Yeah. MW, what's you, buddy?
The best gift you ever got?
Best gift, I'll probably say freshman year of college, got a PS3. I was coming home from college working at Chili's. I came home and it was like right there at the front door. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, that was cool. Worst gift. I'm like Fleek, man. Look, anything free is good with me. So I can't think of a worst. I can't think of a worst gift.
Smitty's got the best one here. New kidney. That tops everybody. That's
nice.
Wow.
That's
the best one.
And worst gift, pair of socks. Yeah, socks, underwear.
But I love socks. That's the thing. Like today at Secret Santa at my job, the guy who got me literally just bought me socks with Dragon Ball characters on it.
Oh, there you go. That's
dope. Like, I even like socks.
That's not just plain like white socks. So at least you got some. Yeah.
I would have liked those too, though.
Oh, there you go.
Great.
How about you, buddy?
The best gift I ever got. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. In my house, we ain't have like no whole lot of money, but the one thing every year me and my brother would ask my parents for, just even if we get nothing else, we don't need nothing else. Me and my brother would the Madden game, whichever Madden game came out, dog, you couldn't tell us that we didn't get nothing else. We in the room all day anyway. We wasn't going to play with nothing else anyway. That was the thing. Like we knew that was hell or high water. My parents had that every year. You say what you want. They never missed that. That was mandatory because they knew like we gonna not believe in Santa if you don't have this under there. Like so they always made sure to have that under there. I would never forget that. That is my greatest childhood memory is that the whole Christmas was that me and my brother on Madden every year without we didn't care about nothing. And it was years that they told us, well, we can't get you. We like, we don't care. It's the man under. Yeah, we did not care about nothing else. The clothes, no nothing else. So that was the best. The worst was, I'm pretty sure that I never forget this, and I don't care to tell this story because she's not watching. I love my grandmother to death, bless her heart. But one year, I couldn't make this shit up. I almost pissed my pants because she don't buy us stuff. Okay, she never buys us a gift, and she hasn't my whole life. The greatest grandmother ever. She don't buy us gifts. So one year she has a gift for me, but at this age I'm 24. Now just mind, I'm 24 years old. Grandma got you something. I'm taken aback, like, man, she don't even really work. At this time, my grandma worked at Burger King. Funniest shit ever. Follow me. So she said, I was a box. I'm like, oh shit. So I don't know what this is. It's just sweet because it's from my grandma. It already means something to me. But I hate when people watch you when you open the present. Because I can't fake. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Fake you looking right in my eyes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I opened this doll. I couldn't make this shit up. I'm 24 years old. It was a Woody doll from Toy Store. It didn't have a string to pull. It didn't play music. It was just a cloth Woody doll. And my reaction to you would have thought I won the Super Bowl. Because my grandmother was right there. So you would have thought I won the Super Bowl. Oh, grandma, this is my favorite. 24 years old, mind you, in front of everybody. Brother dying laughing because he knows. But I'm looking like he can't stop laughing, but she don't catch that. So she like, you like it? Because they said it was your favorite character. Yes, many years ago, grandma.
About 14 years ago, man.
Yeah, many years ago. Young, I played that off. You'd have thought I won the Super Bowl, but I told everybody that I couldn't stop laughing, but she didn't catch on because she thinking I was so happy. and we couldn't stop laughing. My face is red. I'm laughing at the gift, but she old, so she didn't catch on. Sweetest lady ever. Bought me a Woody doll at 24. Funniest shit ever. Worst gift ever. Love you, Grandma.
Hey, John. Answering his question, he says, "Do we think Blank will let Arthur go if we lose against the Colts?" Based on his comments, probably not. He said he's gonna let the season play itself out. I mean, maybe if it's a terrible blowout and we look I don't know. I doubt it still though. It's coming though. It's coming. LA 7, New Orleans. Oh, there we go.
Damn, John. Confidence. I love it, buddy. It's confidence.
Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah. Confident. All right. So for me, the best one was probably my first bass guitar. I had no idea it was coming. I was asking for a drum set like every year, and my father was like, "You're not going to play that loud shit around here." Like, no. And but he played guitar already, and he tried to teach me guitar, and I was just too stubborn and impatient to learn it. But he was like, "Fine." So, but he didn't get me a bass. He was the best thing he ever got me, because then I loved playing the bass after that, and I've been playing it ever since. And I was, like I said, I was 14, I think, that when I got my first one. So yeah, there you go. And
worst gift Johnny Yates.
Probably an ink pen, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like a nicer, as opposed to like a and I had no idea what it was. I thought it was gonna be like cologne or something like that, and then it was.
I say like a win is a win. Well, pen is a pen.
Yeah. Pen is a pen.
All right.
You saying that, John, just made me actually come up with the worst gift I've ever gotten. I ain't gonna lie, because it's just a pet peeve. A card with no money in it. Because I really don't need the card for Christmas to say Merry Christmas. You could have just told me, hey,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bro. And I would say, you know what, dog, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to write that on the card for me.
No.
Because when I see a card, I'm thinking.
Because somehow it's worse than nothing.
It's worse than nothing. Because it's like, I see the card, now I got expectations. I'm like, even if it's a $5 bill in there, I'm going to go across the street and give me some Cheetos and a soda right now. So I open that card and it just says, from place name here, Merry Christmas. Get out of here, man.
All right, so
sorry. That's the one.
No, that makes I get it. That's not good. I agree with that one. All right, so we'll combine these last two. Like I said, we'll go fast. We'll try to get. I know we're taking everybody's time here, but
it's the Christmas special.
It's the Christmas special. Do you guys have a Christmas drink of choice, whether alcoholic or non? It could be Starbucks or anything like that. And favorite Christmas movie, one you have to watch every year. MW, you go ahead, buddy.
Man, I don't have a drink. I really don't have a drink of choice, honestly. Try not drink alcohol too much, because I'm a lightweight, like
that's
above 40 or whatever.
Wow. You know what that means? When somebody say that, they get stupid and confident. That's what that means.
It is. Mike, no, Mike got me figured out. But no, Chris. Christmas movie. Is that one with Tim Allen in it with the Turbo Man doll? What's the name of that movie? It just escaped me. It's not Jingle All the Way, but it has Sinbad. It has Tim Allen, Sinbad, and they just going crazy over this freaking Turbo Man doll.
I think
I know what you're talking about now. They wanted to buy it, right?
Yeah, they wanted to buy it. Yeah, and nobody had it. And then he called up this radio station. They had to name all the reindeer to get it, because him and the mailman were going at it. Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember the name either, bro. I
forgot the name. That's my joint.
Hey,
that's awesome.
Fleek. No, so what did he say? I just lost track of where we was.
We're doing holiday drink if you have one.
The holiday drink. So he said he didn't drink and said the movie. Fleek.
Yeah.
A drink and a movie.
I don't know if you classify this as a holiday drink or hot chocolate. That's all I drink on the holiday. You know, that's my thing. And I like the ones with little marshmallows in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Those are pretty good.
Fancy.
You know what I'm saying? Pinkies up. Favorite Christmas movie? I have two because it kind of shifted, like when I just hit a certain age. But they're both like cartoons.
Nah, you can't do. See, that's cheating when y'all do that. Y'all
that's
can't
cheating.
say, man, as a kid. Nah, that you gotta want you favorite means one. Yes. One
so
movie.
Okay. The Polar Express. It has to be the Polar Express. A lot of people hate that movie. I found that out when I grew up. A lot of people really don't like that movie. And I don't know why. It's one of my favorite. It just made me feel really good as a kid to see another kid who also believed in Santa find Santa and find a way to Santa. And then they give you that roller coaster of emotions because he thinks he loses his ticket. They gotta find the ticket. I'm spoiling the movie for people if y'all ain't seen it. Matter of fact, y'all just do yourself a favor. Find the Polar Express and watch it.
It's been a long time. If you don't know it by now, it's shame.
Polar Express. If you haven't, go see it though.
Go watch that, man.
All right, Mike.
I'm going greatest holiday movie. Probably the only one I watch every year without fail is Home Alone. Young Macaulay Culkin. I'm gonna do that 100% of years. And holiday drink. No alcohol, but what they do at Starbucks sometimes, and I don't even know if they still do it because they said no the last time I asked. But you can make the creamer eggnog.
Yeah.
So you can, instead of getting your regular creamer, just be like, can you put the cream as egg, and that is like a drink and snack at the same time, and it's unreal. Like I've had 3 of them in a day before. Like it tasted so good. I started going back just asking, make that but decaf. That's how good it was. So I could continue to drink them. I fucking paid $22 for one of them through Uber Eats. True story. That's how good it is. Just use eggnog as your creamer.
Oh man.
All right. You got
all right. Drink. Yeah, it could be like any type. Not any type, but bourbon, either bourbon neat, bourbon with ginger ale. If I'm doing alcoholic, I can do the one of the holiday drinks Starbucks has. I think it's caramel brulee latte, I believe is what it's called. You ever had that, Mike? It's pretty solid.
It is good.
And I will go. I'm going to break down rule because it is our show. So family Christmas movie. Family Christmas movie. I'm going to go. I guess at least for our family, National Lampoons. I mean, that's
always a classic.
Dude, it's hilarious every year.
I just saw that for the first time today. You
did?
Lying.
That was epic, wasn't
it? It was really good. It was really good.
And for us, it's Trading Places for me and my wife.
That's
we have to watch Trading Places every year, and I mean that's like my favorite, man. Eddie Murphy, Danny McElroy, absolutely. All right, and finally, man, what is the one thing? All you want for Christmas this year is what, Mike?
All I want for Christmas this year is my boys to win the Super Bowl. Dog, I need to be able to. It's kind of shameful to be a team in the league that never won. Because even when you talk trash and they won a long time ago, you can always be like, "Win 77." You're right, but when they never won, people be quick to tell you they never won. When you talk, man, your team was never good, and you got to say, "Well, we was in the Super Bowl, but then." And you got to start telling that whole narrative, and they just make fun of 20-3. Yeah. And that's going to continue to be the corny joke until you rectify the performance in the Super Bowl. And I feel like we deserve that to be brought to the state of Georgia and the city of Atlanta, man. We got to be more than strippers and music and good food, man. And I think that would add to it greatly because we love the Bulldogs. I think that would add to the professional team greatly. Fill the stands up and give Georgia pride because we need that here. Like as far as our football seriousness, it's being taken as a joke. So for my Christmas present, I want a Super Bowl ring to legitimize Atlanta football. Merry Christmas to me. And I want Matt Ryan to get a ring if he playing or not. Print an extra ring. That's only right. I don't care what year it is. Man, if you got to dig him up, exhume that body and put a ring on that finger and lower that man back down because he deserves it. Out of your Falcon mind.
There you go. Fleek, what about you, buddy?
I don't know. If I could have one thing for Christmas, I think this is gonna sound cliche, right? But for one moment, I would like for everybody on earth at the same time to feel a sense of peace.
Love it.
Okay.
At the same time, because as I got older, you know, you see how the world works and stuff like that. I always have this thought, man, like, I wonder how people over here are feeling. I wonder how they're feeling. And I always tell myself, I bet there's never a time on earth in history where everybody in existence was okay at the same time. And
probably not.
That would just be the craziest thing in the world. I think the world might explode if that happened.
That would be a great time, a great thought, a great moment. That was a great one, Fleek. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, none of us can beat that now. So thanks, MW. What's the
right? Be selfish.
You selfish man.
I gotta follow this. I gotta follow this.
Yeah, I gotta follow him. Right.
I changed my whole damn answer now.
Right.
Nah, all jokes aside, one thing I wish is for everybody to find a purpose. Like one mission that I've been on all year is finding like what is it that I'm really supposed to be doing on this earth. I mean, get it. You know, I got 9 to 5. I got occupation I do that pays the bills and that feeds the family and all that good stuff. But is it really what I'm here for? I find myself asking that question a lot. So for everybody that's out there watching this, you know, I really hope that, you know, if you haven't already, just find your purpose. And it doesn't have to be a job. It could be a hobby that you do or whatever, something that brings you fulfillment. You know, find that and stick to it. That's me.
I love it.
Nice.
All right. Well, like I said, I got to change my answer. I want every child to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, go
ahead. No, man. No, guys.
You are insane, buddy.
Man, no. To be real though, man. Like, yeah, I want my. And this sounds cliche too, man. But I want everybody to, like, my friends, family, everybody, man, stay healthy, keep their health. You know, Mike and I both lost people like our dads, you know, over the past years, and like, you know, and every holiday that hurts, that stings every single holiday. So it's like, you know, you want to cherish those moments, man. So I just, yeah, my Christmas wish, man, everybody be healthy and just enjoy the time with their friends, family, wherever you do it. You know, it doesn't even mean it has to be like your blood family, like Mike and I did on Thanksgiving, man. Like we hung out, like just like we consider that family, you know. So that's it, man. That's the most important thing to me, and just be happy, man. And we are getting a puppy the day after Christmas. It's not for Christmas, but we're getting a puppy the day after. So that's going to be nice to have. On a personal note, we can't wait to do that. So yeah, and his name's going to be his name's going to be Kane, by the way. So that's going to be his name.
There you go.
So,
Biscuit and Kane.
There you go.
That's like a restaurant.
With a K, Kane though. We're gonna spell with a K.
Yeah. I like the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what. Oh, Liam's saying his holiday drink is strawberry acai lemonade, fresher Jesus.
That's hilarious.
Oh goodness, God.
Yeah, Mom's Elf.
Yeah,
that's a good movie too. That's a classic.
That is a great.
Elf is a great. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Merry Christmas to all Falcon fans. I'm here in Texas. Shout out to you in Texas. That's hard to do. I love when y'all do that. That's hard to do when you in the mall with the only one with the opposing jersey.
We'll hit 2 last questions and we'll get out of here, man. Marcus said, do you guys think we should bring in Cam Newton for a workout? Me personally, no. I think his shoulder's shot.
And this podcast is too entertaining. Please don't ruin that for me.
Yeah.
Not for real.
No, that's true. And then Tariq said if Matthew Stafford was available, I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Falcons uniform mentoring the next QB redraft.
He's like Matt Ryan's little brother.
Stafford, Cousins. I wouldn't mind seeing Cousins here for a year or two mentoring a young guy if that's how we roll. I mean, yeah, who knows, man. But all right, man. So that was an awesome show, guys. That was really fun to do, man. That was fun. I know we spent here almost 2 hours, but man, Fleek, buddy, we'll start with you, man. Thank you so much, as always, man, for coming through and hanging out with us. And like Mike said earlier, man, like always coming through when we need you in the clutch. Of course. Yeah, man. But MW, dude, we've been waiting on this one to happen, and this was a perfect episode to do it, man. The perfect episode to do it.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
appreciate y'all.
We really do appreciate it. It means the world to y'all. There's only one other person in the Hall of Fame, and again, me and John not even in it. So that actually does mean something to us. So we wanted to do it on the big show, on the Christmas show. And I wanted to just tell everybody, man, enjoy yourself on Christmas, man. You don't gotta. It ain't even nothing to think about. Don't try to overthink it. And don't get so far ahead that you planning. I'm gonna start this next year, man. It ain't time for that yet. It's time for drugs, food, and sex and fun and movies and music. It's just time for fun. I'm being honest, man. This is just time to be silly and watch movies and enjoy food. And it's all that diet. Throw that out the window this week.
I didn't have the disclaimer ready.
That's next week. You're gonna need all that discipline next week and all that. But this week, man, just enjoy yourself with your kids and enjoy yourself with your family. And the last thing I want to say was the only reason I'm kind of good now with my father not being here is because I was conscious during those moments that it wouldn't always be that way. I went into it. All those like saying I would sit back at a moment and I would watch the whole room and I'd be like, one of these times it's gonna be different. I knew that was coming. Like one of these times somebody will be missing. That's how it goes, right? Yeah. But I was conscious of that, so that made me enjoy the moment. So I enjoy myself every one of those times. So just do that. So that's why I said don't worry about being how you look. If somebody want to make a TikTok, if your nephew want to do a TikTok, it's Christmas. So stop over. If somebody want to do a snowman, stop saying it's cold outside. Go do a snowman. If somebody want to sled, I understand you got to wrap up. That's all. Go sled. It's Christmas. Don't forget it's Christmas. Take your old ass outside and have some fun. Because ain't no age limit on fun. Merry Christmas.
Facts. Take your old ass outside.
100%, man. 100%. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, and as y'all know, man, the roads are going to be crazy. So y'all be careful out there, man. And take extra caution of people, and especially at night. Folks may be drinking some, and you never know. So y'all just be careful out there. But like Mike said, man, we appreciate. Like I said, we're going to have one more show next week to end the year on. So we'll save a lot of our year-end type stuff for that show. But it goes without saying, man, thanks to everybody that came through tonight and has hung out here for 2 hours with us, man. We appreciate that so much, man. And as always, man, when y'all check in every week and watch the live with us, man, it's awesome, man. It blows our minds, and we have a good time doing it, man. And if you're listening to us on any of those the podcast platforms, be sure to drop us a 5-star review on there if you enjoy it, and we hope you do. And you come back and listen, tell a friend. And here on YouTube, man, just hit the like button. That's all you gotta do. It's easy. That's all we want for Christmas on this YouTube platform is to hit the like button. There you go. That's it. And maybe even share it. That's all. That's it. It's free, it's easy, and it'll make our day, man. If we see those likes, just shoot up on the video. How about that? Mm-hmm. So, but man, Jordan, Merry Christmas, buddy. Happy holidays. Tyreek, happy holidays, man.
Merry Christmas, Tyreek.
No, finish that answer, Dad. I must hear. What answer? What are you talking about? What's he talking about?
I must hear. I don't even know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Probably what you gave for Christmas. What you doing for Christmas? It was probably that one.
Maybe sneaky. Yeah, I get it. No. But yeah. But anyway, anyway, guys, y'all have an awesome Christmas, man, and really enjoy your time, like Mike said, with family, friends. Have a good time, and hope the Falcons win. Hope they show up, put up a good performance on Sunday. We'll talk about it, good or bad, next week. But safe travels to anybody that's traveling out. And hey, if you are traveling, there's plenty of time listening to this episode because it's 2 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
You got plenty of time. Yeah, plenty of time. Yep. So yeah, man. So as always, man, you can follow us Out of Your Falcon Mind. Go to TikTok and follow Mike and we're gonna do some skits together coming into the new year. We got some things, but y'all got to see this one, man. It's hilarious. The Elf on the Shelf. But Out of Your Falcon Mind on TikTok and on Instagram. It's Out of Your Effing Mind on X. And Facebook group. You can join that if you want. atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. Email us. Fleek, man, share everybody where they can find you before we get out of here.
Yeah, man, you can find me on Twitter at RonRicoSeason, RonRikoSZN, because I'm different like that. I just be on there tweeting from time to time, man. I make music that I put out from time to time. So if you like that too, and the Falcons, you can come to my timeline and like it. So yeah, that's right.
There it is. Hey, Samuel. He said, I'm Brazilian. Could I send a shout out to Brazil? Yes, you can. Shout out to Brazil, damn it.
Brazil.
Absolutely. Let's go. MW, man, you can share where the folks can find you too, buddy.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all can catch me on Twitter, Instagram at mfranchise21. My friends and I, we do a podcast. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I'll share that information. But I ain't gonna plug that right now because it's all about these Falcons out
Hey,
of
man,
our
plug it.
Falcon mind.
Nah, plug it, Mike. Mike, you gotta plug it. It's in the Hall of Fame. It's not. Look, really, listen.
Oh yeah,
It's like a gold jacket. So go ahead, plug away. It's a gold jacket. Go ahead.
With that being said, no, just playing. No, it's
Go ahead.
Brothers Unified for Freedom, evolving together. The acronym is Buffet, BUFFET. Brothers Unified for Freedom, evolving together. We took a hiatus because people were getting married, having kids. You know, we were maturing as men. We were evolving, like it says in the title. So we took a hiatus. We're coming back in 2024 with more content. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, that's it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it, man. All right, guys.
Nice.
Well, we will catch y'all next week. Like I said, just keep your eye on the channel. We're not sure which day yet. It'll be Wednesday or Thursday, but we'll be back then. So you guys have a wonderful evening, man. Thanks again for joining us. It's been great. It's been fun. Falcons talk, Christmas talk, and everything else. So thanks so much. Mike, take us out, brother.
Merry Christmas out of your Falcon mind. Peace.